What's good, Taurus? Hey, Taurus, how y'all doing? I hope you're having the best day ever when you're guided to this reading. Something about the world is significant for you right now, Taurus. I don't know what's going on in the world, or if this is just something to do like online, or this is happening worldwide. Um, but there's a it's not necessarily a shift. I do feel like a shift is coming. But I feel like there's something foreign. There's something that it has been like weakening the collective as a whole, and it is affecting each and every different zodiac energy differently. Taurus, for you per se, it feels as if it's affecting the way in which you may deliver, okay, or the way you may perform, or the way you may show up, utilizing your creative abilities, utilizing your craft. So, for all of my content creators, my entrepreneurs, my hustlers, my multitaskers, it feels like Spirit really wanted me to go ahead and make a full reading out of this. So, if you're catching this, you may have saw the shorts already, where there's like 5 or 6 different parts to a short, and I feel like it's all connected some way somehow. Into like a full reading. Let me close the instant thing right quick, you guys. So, if any of these messages resonate with you guys, TT is here to deliver, okay? I have a message, a very special channel message, but before we get into that channel message, let's get some advice. Let's get the energy, y'all. And I'm kind of just letting it channel as we go, because I feel like Spirit is kind of saying, like, just keep showing up, Taurus. This is a confirmation for you. Whatever it is that you are doing, whoever's been meddling behind the scenes, whoever's been trying to fuck with you, especially for those of you that are otherworldly, like y'all are the aliens of the collective. Y'all may resonate with star seed energy. You may resonate with just being not of this world. But as if you have a specific ambition or goal that you know you need to get done. You know you got to focus, and you need to be, really disciplined during this time in order for you to see it into fruition. And I feel like a lot of y'all have like this Christ consciousness, right? If I was to describe it, it's like, the world is unfair, but you don't have time to sit around and waddle about those things. You don't have time to sit around and constantly go back and forth about the worst things that are happening in the world right now. You know that there's a distraction going on. You know that there's a lot of different strings being pulled. But if you break your focus on what it is that you're supposed to be doing on your own spiritual purpose and your own spiritual path, for the people that need your messages, or the people that need you to sing your songs, or the people that need you to go out there and dance, y'all are like when the curtain drops, no matter what's going on in the audience around the rest of the world, you have to perform. So that's why I'm saying, no matter what's going on in the world, you have to be able to show up and perform at the best of your ability. And something has been fucking with your ability to show up. Whether that's like you feel more tired than usual, or something that would happen naturally. It's just you may be getting, I don't know, I had a specific message about somebody that's been waiting on something that's been on back order. This may be a part to like a car, or a part to some type of business that you have, and without that part or without that document, you can't really leave the country. Maybe you've been waiting for a letter to come in the mail that gives you clearance to go to another side of the world. There's something about things external to you have been delaying you. Yeah, from reaching a major milestone, or reaching, a major goal. We have justice at the bottom of the deck. This could be legal situations, but for majority of you, I do feel as if you can tell that something has been, you know, making it difficult for your visas, making it difficult for you to get approved for different things. And it just feels like these are signs of the times and you're getting them before everyone else. All right. A lot of you are going to be put in a position where you are writing about, you're making songs about matters that haven't happened yet, right? You are making poems, you are telling stories, you're expressing things that haven't manifested yet. So I feel like Spirit is saying through this time, while you're going through these transits, you're going to have to rely off of your instincts, your inner knowing, until these blockages are removed. You know what I'm saying? Until the time has passed, because I feel like this is lockdown energy as well that I'm picking up on. Well, Ace of Wands, this may be some magical shit going on, okay? You may not want to disappoint somebody right now. Maybe this is about a date, or you are taking inspired action as well, to perform somewhere. I'm seeing somebody perform. They were supposed to perform like at a particular location, and a lot of people were supposed to be there. Okay, with the Six of Wands, but there was some type of something fell through with, I don't know, the lender, the borrower, or the venue. If anything fell through for a venue for you, Taurus, I'm getting a confirmation from Spirit that you may have to shift gears. It feels like maybe this is like something that you were going to do online or virtual. All right, so for whoever is for virtual, the confirmation that I'm getting is the reason why the virtual aspect is giving you a difficult time, because you may need to go to more physical locations where there's actually casting for, you know, like people can show up there, like more hands-on approach. For others of you, it does feel as if this opportunity may have come around once and either you weren't able to go or something restricted or prohibited. You know what I'm saying? Like something you were trying to craft or something you were trying to see into fruition. Something was blocking it. Because I'm seeing like amateur night at the Apollo. And you know, that don't even play no more. I think this could be like a audition. This could be like your opportunity. This is your shot to go very far. Yeah, it's something to do like traveling. Some of y'all may be on the road again, or you have to get back on the road. Some of y'all may have to like go and actually get it done yourself, because I'm seeing the Seven of Wands energy, this force pushing you back, slowing you down. For some of you, it looks like some of y'all are being guided to like go somewhere else before a lockdown, because it's going to restrict your performance. Something is coming, and the intention is to restrict your performance. And for others of you, something is coming that forces you to get back out there because you've been secluded or isolated too long. It's going both ways, but like I said, how this energy is affecting the zodiac energy of Taurus is Queen of Wands. This is about you expanding, you growing, you finally listening to the messages and the guidance and actually applying it. And in many ways, it's meant to bring you a lot of green, a lot of paper, a lot of dinero. All this pink here is telling me that this is a passion that you have. This is a desire that you have, but something is preventing you from kind of taking that leap or making that jump or feeling inspired to do it. And I feel like it's because you're going against the current here. which means that there's a period of time where you will lack supporters. You will lack, recognition. You will lack a lot of things. And when we're in that moment of time, or that transit of time where the wave is just about to take us out, and we want to, like, that feeling you get in your stomach where you want to go ahead and just say, you know what, fuck it, I'm not going to do that. But they're asking you to ride the wave. You know what I'm saying? They're asking you to go with it. It's gonna work out. The chariot with the 6 of Wands. You can't see it yet because it hasn't descended. It hasn't made landfall. But you were given the vision, or you were given the inspiration to go in a particular direction. This has a lot to do with your blessings, right? Because we got the Wheel of Fortune here. Even for those of you that are, intuitives, psychics, Ace of Wands, you have power, you have craft, you have trailblazer energy. The same concept applies to y'all too. What Spirit is showing me is, this is you. I'm seeing thrifting, I'm seeing shopping, I'm seeing taking more pictures, I'm seeing this is definitely star quality energy. All right. How you're doing it, the creative downloads that you get to do things a particular way, it's because you're ahead of your time. Like, you have some type of gift. For whoever resonates with this particular reading, you have a gift or ability to your trendsetters. So you guys get the first pick of different trends that people are going to be stuck with for a long time. So innovative ideas, y'all are innovators, people that get the inspiration first, and then you lay down the foundation, and then everyone else after you jump on that trend. They jump on that train because you got on it, because you blazed the trail first, and that's how they know. So, like, Spirit is asking you not to doubt yourself, okay? Especially if people are not in the business of wanting to help you right now, or they're not clicking on you, they're not supporting you. Maybe watch time is different. I feel like you're going through a period of time where you may be a rookie at something, or you may be starting out fresh. Even if you are a seasoned professional, when you've been doing something for a long time, there's a period of time, whether it's a year, 2 years, 3 years, 6 years, where you're doing it just for the craft, you're doing it just for the love, and you're not doing it for the sake of reciprocity. Because when you start tapping into the energy of, I'm doing it for confirmation, or I'm doing it from other people. Oh, okay. Okay. So when people ask you questions, you get distracted. All right, I've been here before. So when people ask you questions, you may tend to get distracted. And when they ask you questions, it brings up more questions in your mind. Like, why would they ask that? What's the point of them doing that? It's a distraction. It's a ploy to distract you. And a lot of times, because you have a kind-hearted nature, y'all are the type of people where you will take a person to the well every single time. Whatever problem they bring to you, you want to take them to the well. You want to show them how to drink. You want to, you will hold their hand through the process. And you're being taught not to hold people's hands. All right. I said what I said. That's what Spirit is pretty much showing you here. Your attitude needs to be, I said what I said. Now, either they going to pick their own shit up and do what it is that they need to do to help themselves, or you're going to have to let them go and figure it out on their own. But for majority of you, they are strategically being used. These people are strategically being used, and they are, I don't know, I feel like they're coming off as like it's generosity. It's just something nice that you do. But really, nah, something's off here. It's a distraction. And it's not just showing up in one person because you have the Six of Wands. Something here is like you are of top interest, okay? You see here you have, whether this is Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, you're a creator, you're a dreamer, you are of invested interest. What you post, what you say, like you're monitored. You're being monitored. Now that's not to scare you, but there's a lot of talk, there's a lot of gossip, there's a lot of things, and there is an initiative to try to block you and end something, in some type of momentum for you. This is like slowing down your ability to express yourself creatively. Period. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is there's channels. I want you to envision a plumbing pipes, and all these pipes, they go in different directions. At this pipe junction right here, there's a plus sign. There's a road. Okay. One of these roads is the road that's meant for you, but it's the scariest because it's the most congested. It's the most clogged. You understand? So think about wherever you don't want to go, that's where you need to go. Because you may like the pace of something else. You like it a lot. It's comfortable for you. It's familiar. You know it. But that pace is too slow. It's not a challenge anymore. Yes, you will be successful at that pace as well, but you need to go where the money reside. You need to go where, not for you to go there to change people and change who you are to fit their narrative, but over here they sleep anyway. There's something about they're already asleep. They're already under their spells. They're already under their illusions. You don't have to sound like a broken record, because I feel like this energy is it's like a peak. Not a peak, but like a plateau. Like you've hit some type of plateau, and everyone in that, all the energy that you attracted at that previous location or something like that has plateaued. And the reason why it's plateaued is because they're set in their ways. They too are accustomed to just doing the same repetitious thing, expecting different results, but never being willing to put in the work. So those people that have plateaued, what makes them no longer worth sticking around, being around, or involving yourself with is because they are aware that they've plateaued. They are aware that their shit stinks. They are aware that there ain't never going to change. But rather than them change, they rather project evil eye at you. They rather look at you with this disdain, to kind of get you to mirror back to them and look the same. So Spirit is saying, we don't want you to look the same. We don't want you to blend in with the crowd, because the only thing that they can give you is the hate. That's all they can do. And even hate looks like nice nasty, because at the end of the day, you are a constant reminder that they haven't changed. You're preaching to the choir. You're talking to deaf ears. But over here where the money reside, right? This is new energy. It feels like wild grass that hasn't been cut, that hasn't been tamed. The mower hasn't mowed this lawn, but it's chaotic. It's wild. There's people that say things. They off the chain over there, wherever that's at. You know, so you're asking yourself, do I even have it in me to go there and start trying to landscape, with a collective of people that don't know, that's already wild and buck wild crazy. Yeah. Because you're a trailblazer. And I feel like so much comes from continuing to grow, continuing to expand, and continue to, cut your losses where losses be. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, you singing the same old love song. It's time to walk away. It's time to walk away from all those troubles in your life. You know what that feels like. You've had to do it multiple times before. That's what Spirit is saying. Next thing you know, they're going to be asking you for handouts. Next thing you know, they're going to be asking you to perform tricks for free. That ain't where you want to be. I don't know. And then if you say, no, I don't do shit for free, and no, the expectations that you have for me don't apply to me. I'm eccentric. I'm different. I'm not for everybody. Then you the bad guy. Yes, sir. You ain't gonna get nothing because you see me recording. The only thing you about to get is a knuckle sandwich. Okay? I'm not negotiating with you. You think you slick. Yeah, he think he's slick. He came over here while I'm recording to come and ask me for something. Yeah. And now he looking like, oh my God, you put me on blast? Yes, I did. In real time. So moving along, we can resume this conversation when I'm done. Look at that. And then he about to get mad. You mad now? What do I think? I think you mad. But I like when you get mad. Why? Yes. Because it's your problem and not mine. Goodbye. Alright, so we have loss here. And the crazy part about it is he a Pisces. Everything happens for a reason. He came in here and he was going to test what I was capable of allowing him to do. So if anyone's been wondering, right? I wonder what you would do specifically as the reader. What would you do? Because I can see this entire thing where it's like, there's a desire to look for flaws. There is. And if you sit on the position of being a messenger, a reader, being a content creator, being a psychic, a medium, or anything like that, I don't care if you even preach or sing in a choir, you're going to always be at the discretion of someone else's perception of you. So it's high time you get comfortable with people perceiving you as different, weird. I would never do this. You did this. I would never say that. You said that. I would never. Allow them to have their feelings. Allow them to have their perspective. It's not your loss. It's theirs. You are not meant to be for everybody with eccentric here. That's what that's telling me. You make people feel uncomfortable with the things that you say. They may not understand your humor. But at some point, these people will, if they haven't already, expect you to curtsy them. They will expect for you to rearrange your philosophies for them or to lose them. And you don't work for anybody. I need y'all to understand that. Even if you are in a position where you feel like, well, without the support, I wouldn't be who I am. Without, I wouldn't be a great singer if there wasn't people that were supporting me and having my back. I need you to understand something. Okay? Because once again, we're going to go back to that initial thing where I said you are not from here. Right? You are not from here. You are an alien. You are a starseed. Which is why you're always looking for home and you're always looking for a place to rest and to finally let go of this mantle or this responsibility. It was going to happen regardless. 6 of Wands, this is your destiny. The Wheel of Fortune, this is what you came here for. You came here to trigger people. With Justice, this is that energy where you came to be the spark. You're the person where everyone's walking around with an incense, but nobody got the fire. You're the motherfucking fire. So light they ass on fire. That's pretty much what Spirit is saying. Blaze the fucking trail. Go where you know you need to go. Do what it is that you know you need to do. Push yourself. And yes, along the way, you will meet people that say, "Oh, go that way, go this way," or "I don't know where to go." I promise you one thing's for certain, spirit ain't gonna let you go down the wrong path. There are some people that can go down the wrong path and they can sit in that for a long time, and they can, go to sleep for a long time. That's not your destiny. That's not in the cards for you. Some people have cards where they're meant to just experience a 9 to 5. They're not an entrepreneur. They're not that multitasker. So we're not here to change them, right? We're like chemistry. We go where we need to go for a little while and then we move on. You go where you need to go there, you move on. Because you can't take none of this shit with you. I was reading the comments the other day, and I've been seeing that people asking me what card is this, what card is that, where did I get it, and things like that. I'm gonna give you the God honest truth. I don't know. I genuinely do not know. If you knew the way in which I select cards, it's not gonna be for everybody. Me, I would close my eyes and click buy. Never read it, never looked at it, and I will be pleasantly surprised when it gets here. But that is how I do it, right? It's what works for me. Some people collect, right? And they learn about the author and they need to know what type of person the author was, what were their thought processes, if they were, good, crazy, what energy that they hold. And is the energy that they had coming over into my house? You know, ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with people wanting to do their due diligence and do their research so they can be in control of what they're working with and who they're working with and if they support that. Uh, that's not gonna really be my cup of tea, right? But I don't see anything wrong with a person wanting to know all that information. That's where they are on their journey, and I'm okay with that. But as for me, right? To answer anyone's question, I really don't know. I don't know the author. I don't know the name of the book. I don't know the name of the deck. I don't even own the box. I deliberately throw them away. Everything becomes just blank cards until they're not anymore. And then when I get tired of those, I throw those away too. I burn them. There's no right or wrong. But if you need it to feel closer to something, it's important that you do it for yourself, right? It's like walking down a dark road. And because you saw someone walk down that dark road, you wonder what they're doing down there. Why would they want to go down that dark road? No one's ever going to be able to make sense of that because the messages weren't given to you. The messages weren't given to you to travel down that dark road. So don't try to go down dark roads that you're not ready for, okay? Because I feel like this is kind of, you got to have a different type of hunger is what Spirit is saying. For those of you that are in this position, you have been activated. You have a hunger inside of you to go where the money resides. You are attractive with the Queen of Wands. You have confidence with the Queen of Wands. You are powerful with the Queen of Wands. And everyone around you is a part of your show. And I know a lot of people, you're wondering if that's arrogant, if that's egotistical. I'm going to take you back to the beginning because I'm speaking to a very, very specific collective of Tauruses. Y'all may have a lot of fire in your chart. All right. Wherever you have that fire in your chart, it's blazing. Okay. Y'all could be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, North nodes. Y'all could have it in y'all Venus. Y'all are provokers with this spark here. I always consider those that have this trailblazer energy. You're the provokers of humanity. You are the, if I could describe someone, I would say, damn, I don't know her name. Why don't I know these artists' name? I really, really should do better. I know her music. I don't know the names of the music. Hell, I don't even know a lot of titles to anything. I gotta talk to my spirit guys about that, because this is unacceptable. I cannot remember her name. I like that. I don't even. I was just the only one. Yeah, I think y'all know what I'm talking about now. Or like the Kalanis of music. Like, yo, she is such a. I know her name. She is such a rebel. I love it. It's so in your face, and it's like, and on top of that, I'm gonna do it, and I'm going to utilize the same manipulation. I'm gonna make it matter, and I'm going to do something with it. I'm going to use all of that power, which means you get a lot of people that hate you, family, friends. You know, people will gossip about you. They will say certain things. They will troll you. They will do a lot of things. And it's because you're a nonconformist. But no one realizes that you leave footprints in the sand. Like, she literally said that. I left footprints in the sand, so you know pretty much how to find me. So every time you leave, you don't leave people high and dry. I feel like you leave them with some gems. You leave them with some wisdom. And every time they come back around, you know, if they're going to come, y'all also attract a lot of narcissists. Yeah, because they can't get you to care. They actually care more than you care. Yeah. But truthfully, you're just an unstoppable force. You know what I'm saying? With risk here, you find yourself in situations where you can tell a person is manipulating you. You know they're there to use you. You know that they're trying to get over on you. But you're always like 10 steps ahead of these people. Like, you understand that there ain't no such thing as friends. But it's a nice thought. But it's like you have an assignment. What is your assignment? Some of y'all, your assignment is to have multiple friends and multiple relationships, and you bring the sun, you bring the light, you activate people, you initiate sparks in people. You're the diviners. Okay, if I could describe it. Some of y'all, the crazy part about it is you probably don't even talk clear. You probably don't even really have like the best grammar, or the best tone of voice, or you don't really know the right words. But when someone passes you that microphone, you send chills down the spine of people. You know what I'm saying? Or when you sit in the room, your aura fucking lights the room. Like that's the type of energy that I'm picking up on here. It's wild. It's wild. And I feel like, it's cosmic. You need to know that this is cosmic. It's not personal. These are cosmic matters. These are universal matters. And sometimes when you're down here long enough, you can get the two misconstrued. You know what I mean? And yeah, I feel like a lot of y'all are about to lose friends and people and things like that, because yeah, they're just not on your level. They may believe that they are. They may want to be. We got the spirit guide, we have the goddess, and we have kindred partnerships in reverse. So whoever these people are, they are not teachable. They think they know it all. They have their mindset on how the world is crafted, how the world works, how the universe works. And as far as they're concerned, I feel like they are getting to a place where they just don't agree with your philosophies. They don't agree with your lifestyle. They don't agree with who you are. And I feel like all of this is happening on purpose because your spiritual team is causing you to start a riot. Like, your spiritual team is saying things that are triggering people, or having you do things that are triggering people, and they're irritated with you. And that's what they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be annoyed, irritated, and they can't quite put their finger on it. If you guys are from the same soul tribes, they can't quite put their finger on where you stand, or trying to put you in a lane. And I feel like the part that they're missing is the fact that you keep opening up new lanes. So the more a person tries to understand or understand who you are, the more they will get lost in the shuffle of trying to figure that shit out. And they're meant to just say, you know what, fuck this. This person is off. I don't fuck with that person. They a little different, a little too eccentric for my taste, and I just don't fuck around with them. And that's exactly where spirit wants them. That's exactly where your spirit guides need them to go. Off with them, off with themselves in another direction where it's safer for them. So I feel like you have to allow this process to happen naturally. You don't need to tell people or teach them or help or explain anything, right? Because the true alchemists, you know, some of y'all, I really feel like they may be low-key considering you a narcissist, or asking themselves, like, if you've lost your mind. You know, they're kind of saying, like, I really think Taurus may have lost it a little bit. This is where you get moments where people like Dojo Cat have to go to the extreme and pretty much pull out that sword, you know what I'm saying? And the reaping happens, and it's like, either, I've already said, if you don't like something, free will, go where you do like it. Remove yourself. But there are some people that hate themselves so much to the point where they will get into this vicious cycle of not only bringing themselves back somewhere that they don't like, but they'll go and gather other pitchforks and go gather other people to witness the freak show, to go and witness something that they can't stand. And I feel like what spirit is pretty much magnifying it. Right? So a lot of y'all have found yourself in situations where people have been projecting and trying to fuck with your stability. All right, fuck with your finances. And it's, they don't even realize that they're a part of that initiative of, I can't quite figure out why I don't like this person, but it just don't sit well with me, and I need to validate that emotion by finding other people to reinforce that, yeah, something off with that person. They just need a couple people to agree, and now they have a convent, now they have a coven, and they're all in agreement that they don't like you, Taurus, and they're all in agreement that you're off, and you're just, you know, different or too different. And now a person that once unconditionally loved you views you as someone that doesn't deserve the platform that you have acquired. They feel like you don't deserve certain things or opportunities that's been afforded to you. And it's very unfortunate, but that's what I'm seeing here. And like I said, you may have said that you have intuition, spirit guides. This is like sitting on a couch having an interview, and someone is trying to make it seem like, oh, so are you a psychic, or are you this, or do you talk to ghosts? They're making a mockery, and you may know it, but I feel like whoever you are, You can tell. You know what I'm saying? You can tell. You know this community when you see them. You know these types of people when you see them. Stroll through your neighborhoods, write you a letter. They're never gonna change. And I feel like I said, you're a fearless warrior, and you light people up. This is what it is. You are a fire element. You gotta have it somewhere in your chart where. And I feel like people that also possess this power and ability, you're sparking that flame, you're lighting that person, you're waking up those people. And I feel like you're only doing it like a dungeon dragon. That's what I heard. It's like I'm hearing people like roar. Okay, in my mind I'm like hearing like like grunt, and it's like drums are playing and shit. And it's like activating people. Like people are activating on this path. And these are the people that have felt like, you know, they couldn't get anybody. You know what I'm saying? To look back and reach their hand out and to help them. So these are the people that have had to help themselves. And they lost a lot on their journey. And they had to pull themselves out the mud. You know what I'm saying? They had to father themselves, mother themselves, relearn themselves, look at their shadow, die again, wake up, start the whole process over again tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? They've lost people that they love. They genuinely have lost on this path. And people sit in their high places and they'll never look back because these are the expendables. And I feel like the crazy part about it is you will be called to go to a state of consciousness that is so dead and so asleep to the point where they start off first by trying to eradicate you. They're already getting the short end of the stick. You see what I'm saying? They already getting the short end of the stick. But the fact that you are talking about a different life and you're sharing a perspective about a different world and you're telling them things about themselves, about how they're successful and how they can teach themselves and they can be self-taught, and you have access to the same gifts and information, and you yourself have guides in the spirit and things like that, and God loves you or angels love you, whatever it is that you're saying, doing. Oh no, hell no, hell no, hell no. That's what they're like. They're like, oh hell no, hell no. But you're meant to do things differently. This has been the revolving door around the sun. These have been cycles, prophets, leaders that have come before you and have fallen at this same junction. And one thing they didn't do was give up on these motherfuckers. To the death of them, they would charge and forge ahead and just let them take them out. You're being spiritually guided to take a page out of their book of mastery, which is, if a person don't want to receive you, turn them loose. Right? And then they're going to get mad at you because they're going to say, oh, you're of God. You're supposed to accept me as I am. Who told you that? You know what I'm saying? If you're so loving, you should just accept me at the state of behaviors and just the state of mind that they're currently in, their actions that they're currently taking. Because that's what God would do. You're being spiritually guided to say, nope, turn everything off. Don't offer them no professional assistance. Don't offer them your angelic love. Don't be no earth angel out here sacrificing yourself. Goddess, I'm not here to fix your problems. take it away, which means first they made you give it to them, and then they guided you to give it to them, and then they guided you to take it away. The moment that you were able to see that they were not evolving and you were outgrowing them, you were asked to remove yourself. Yeah. It ain't personal. And the crazy part about it is Spirit made sure that these people remember. You see what I'm saying? Because now they're having an issue where they're like, oh my God, what have I done? Like how do I get back? You know, I didn't see it at the time. No, they want to come back now because they feel like their name is not on the deed anymore. They feel like they're not one of the disciples anymore. You know what I'm saying? If I was to describe it to biblical terms, they feel like they were foolish to let you go. They were foolish to talk against you. No, they weren't foolish. They were not foolish. That's what Spirit is saying. They were not foolish. Because as a god and goddess, you've received your activation. You've received your awakening. Your spark is lit. Now go trail your blaze. Go blaze your trail, or however they say it. You don't need another follower. You don't need another person following you and you being the leader, which is why many of you that were called to a position of leadership and you were called to a position of representing yourself uniquely, you were asked to be so authentic to the point where a person is struggling with whether or not they want to follow you because they're followers. But how do you lead a group of people that genetically were raised to follow and follow a shepherd and wait for a return of Christ? You can't at any given moment think that with where we started, that some influence between then and now is going to be so great and so monumental that the people that you came to is going to receive you. No. The seed has already been planted. It's already growing. So genetically, the modification is not for them. It's for the generations to come. The problem is the people that we're currently connected with or partnered with in these clusters with humanity, we're trying to save the people we came to deliver the messages to. But it's not about the people we give the message to. It's not about me. It's not about you. We're just a speck in the universe. Because what's only gonna live on is the stories told, right? What's only gonna live on is the word, right? The music, the writings on the wall, which becomes a guide for the rest of humanity in the future. So I feel like you don't have to burn yourself out trying to perform magic on people that are meant to be asleep. You don't have to waste your energy, your currency. Give yourself permission to be yourself freely. That's why God didn't come to you and ask you, Christ consciousness didn't come to you and ask you to wear a mullet and to change and sacrifice yourself and wear more clothes or less clothes. God said, be yourself. Come as you are. Right? And give yourself the permission to continue being yourself and grow and develop and change and evolve. They might see multiple versions of you. You may revamp yourself one year and the next year you a totally different person. They're like, oh, hell no. You done switched it up 50 million times. And I did. And I am. What's wrong? It's like, well, where's the consistency? Where's the consistency? Consistency is an illusion. Like, where's the consistency in a person's image? No. There is no such thing. And the person giving you the consistency of the image is because it's more palatable for you. We've already had celebrities do that. We've already had leaders do that. That helps you feel safe and secure because they wear the same hair color or they dress the same every single day. So you never feel like someone ripped up your family household picture. All of this is about mommy and daddy issues. Clinging on to these images of expression in order to feel closer to home. So when your mama changed their hair, you feel some type of way. When your mama stopped doing things that make you feel good, or your dad stopped doing things that make you feel good, you scared. Because you don't know who you are no more. This is why you were asked when you came here, when you accepted this assignment, to be raw. See what I'm saying? To be the spark. But don't do the work for them. Don't be the professional. Don't be so caught up in your professions that you feel like you gotta fix people. You're not here to fix nobody. You're just here to walk around and just be like, you ever saw the movie Elemental? Just light the damn incense. Think of people as a stick of incense. Alright? This is so cute. I have found this at 5 and Below. Yeah, it's vanilla fig and honeycomb. Ooh, yeah, I don't know. It smells really good. But think of like each person as a stick of incense. You're just meant to just wave your flame across all of them and just go about your business. That's what Spirit is showing me. Go about your business. And don't be sitting there like, oh my God, what did I just say? What did I just do? Maybe I did the wrong thing. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. No. When a cat smack you upside the head or hit you in your face because you cross their boundaries, they don't ever feel remorse about that. They don't feel bad about that shit. They'll do it again. One thing you will know is don't be careful with them. You got to be careful with cats. They feisty. Yes? Yes, okay. And they love you too. They'll purr and hug you and transmute all that energy with you. But if they got to pop you, they will. Don't let your childhood trauma be so great to the point where you ain't finna discipline nobody. You have a hard time disciplining people. That's okay. Telling people no is a form of discipline. You don't have to pop them, hit them, or get them a knuckle sandwich. But language is barriers. And I think that whoever you are, wherever you are tearing down those language barriers. And you is setting it on fire, okay? And you're going to be successful, and you're promised to be successful wherever you go, because you can see a rat when you see one, and you know when it's time to go. When it's time to go, you can see when the clouds are funky looking, and you like, hold on, this ain't gonna work no more. It's time for me to get out of here. It's time for me to skedaddle. Yeah. When you have to work, here's what's gonna be your pendulum. When you feel at any given moment that you have to work super hard and push your body super hard in order to get where you're going, in order to experience a little bit of success, that's the universe trying to tell you, nah, baby boy, baby girl, I need you to go somewhere else. Okay? Access to you is denied. That's pretty much what Spirit is saying. And there ain't gonna be no fortune. There ain't gonna be nothing good coming from that. Yeah, I feel like somebody trying to get you back. And it's not, for some of y'all, it's not even about a person. It's like an empire. It's the patriarchal system trying to get you back. It's like, put Barbie back in the box. You know, for some of y'all, this is kin. You know, how many of you guys can identify the kin in your life. Some of y'all, it's your boss. Some of y'all, it's your spouse. For others of you, it's your parents, right? It's expectations. It's dictatorships. And because you won't give them the time, they accuse you of running from responsibilities, running from challenges, running from change, running from control. And that's because you're a free spirit. I feel like y'all are free spirited. Like you can sense it at a mile away. You are given these sixth sense. Your intuition shows you, like, hey, I'm not wanted here. Let me go where I'm needed. Let me go where I can create and be free. Like, the world is your oyster. Why would you sit here and fight with someone and try to convince them that you're okay and that you're not doing it because you're mad? Some of y'all are about to move. Y'all about to move countries out here. Yep. Some of y'all, spirits say y'all about to move countries. And whoever is trying to sway you and manipulate the situation and delay your evolution, it's not going to work. Okay? Whatever they do, it's not going to work. It's a desperate attempt to hold on to you. But you can see through this bullshit. You can see through it. You know the things that are being said about you. Right? Somebody wants you to believe that you're going to be all alone and you're not going to have anything better. You're going to have to work 10 times harder just to maintain something. You're going to lose your house. You're going to lose this. There's a lot of shit being said. For some of you guys, it's like the universe is not saying to you that you won't experience those transitions and those moments of down and those moments of feeling like, yeah, I had to sacrifice and work super hard. Maybe you had to work 2 jobs, 6 jobs. Maybe you wore multi different hats. And maybe you still do. But it's like for every laugh that they have at your downfall, they reap great blessings for you. You know what I'm saying? The reaping of them takes from them. The energy becomes channeled directly into you. And it goes down in history. You're forever engraved and ingrained in the hearts and minds of humanity. And that's just how it's going to be. So even if you feel like I'm at my lowest point, people are going to be laughing at me, I want to wait until I get to a better position. I get it. But in the making of you, it's like a glorious re-emerging that happens. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you had to go through experiences where you had to cry because you had something, you lost something, and then you had to get it back again. Like, if you had to go through those experiences of isolation and crying up over those situations and moments and, hating yourself for a moment and loving yourself again. If you find a creative way to express yourself and these emotions, the promise that you have spiritually is that you will be forever adored and taken care of. Throughout this life, you will live to be an old man and woman taken care of by the universe when you stop working for the man, when you stop working for people, right? When I see the emperor, I don't just see, one individual person, yes, but I also see structures, right? I also see a collective. I see a collective with the devil in reverse. I see a collective of stress, a collective of burden, a collective of empires, dynasties that are stressed by your influence. They are stressed by your music. They are stressed by your creative expression. You make them stress the fuck out. And it's a them. It's a collective. It's a frequency. Because everything that they built is on the verge of being torn down. They rejected you and wanted you to stay down, built their empires off of your light, and then put you in your own games, in your own simulations. Literally. And it's not even like this is for fake. This is for real. Which is why you have different people in different area codes living different types of realities. If it wasn't true, you wouldn't have people stuck in poverty, in survival mode, never being able to see a different type of reality. You wouldn't have people like Michael Jackson making music about all I want is, what did he say? What did he say? This is horrible. I'm sorry, MJ. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. You wouldn't have artists making music that way if the reality wasn't real. And that's just what it is, period. So yeah, the system, the forces that be, whatever you want to call it, are using the people closest to you. The cat down the road even got a problem with you. Because once upon a time, this was you squinting your eyes at the motives of people around you. This was you squinting your eyes at people that where you could clearly see the bullshit. Right? But they used your strength. They used your fearlessness. They used your spark to create their whole entire, to create their cities. They used your spark. And here you are, trying to be Black Adam out here. You trying to be like unchain me, take the muzzle off my mouth, let me express myself, get the fuck out of my land, my property, out of my house. And they're like, what? Respect my privacy rights. No, you may not have access to anything that I want. No, you can't know where the fuck I live in the world. And no, you don't get updates about what I'm doing with my life. You don't have. So what happens? You taking that stance brings the tower. The moment you say, all I want to say is that they don't really care about us, this person don't care about you, and you decide that you want to center yourself and you choose peace for yourself, and once you remove yourself from the stress, the tower hits. They're like, who took the sun? Y'all are like, so what had happened was, right? Y'all are like y'all like children of Ra. Y'all are like the sun gods of this, sun's gods and goddesses type of energy, right? The sun is also depicting Christ consciousness. So because they couldn't get rid of you, they captured you, right? Placed your sun and made it man-made. And now their secrets are being revealed. Their darkness is being brought to the light. The people around them are able to see that that's a fake sun. That's solar system time. You know what I'm saying? They on demon time. But all along you were considered the demons. Right? So first they tried to offer you like, well, let me make your life easier for you. Let's negotiate. Okay? Let's negotiate the terms of your life contract. How about I cook you up something really sweet. I give you a nice vacation spot. I give you a peaceful reality. And you can just settle for your perfect life and your simulation, and you can stop trying to, you know, make sure you got good money, you got a good lifestyle. You can create whatever it is you want to create. We'll send, you know, we'll channel funds your way, and we'll get you approved for those credit cards and loans that you normally don't get approved for. And then all of a sudden you're getting approved for shit you ain't never had great credit a day in your life. But somebody on the other side is like, let's just approve that button. They shape shifting, putting money in your pocket, right? And how about I add a little sweetener on there? Who do you love? Who do you want to be with? I can't promise you that the person I'm going to cook up for you going to actually love you for life. But what I can promise you is they'll stay out the way, right? They may be a little emotionally unstable. Maybe they start glitching every now and then and tweaking. And one minute they sweet, the next minute they salty. Real, you know, but you just got to finagle some things a little bit. Just let me know when your little Ken Barbie start glitching and acting up. We'll come in and we'll just factory reset him or her, and you'll be free to do whatever you want to do. Yeah, go wherever you want to go. Hell, you can even cheat on that person and they will never even know. We'll cover for you. This is what the program has been offering you. But I just need you to stop talking about that shit you talk about. I'm just gonna need for you to like I'm gonna need for you to stop encouraging people to find their unconditional love, their soulmates. I'm gonna need for you to stop, you know, you slowing down production. You got people wanting to leave jobs, wanting to go be an entrepreneur with you. You got people leaving their 60-year marriages talking about a soulmate. Little do they know, they about to harvest your soulmate's energy so good to the point where they are even unrecognizable to themselves. This is the type of shit that has been utilized. You know, they put the warriors in the stables, and then the stables became the prison cells of the mind, right? Here's where we're talking about freeing one's mind. That's what it's all about. You are a sore thumb reminder of what it looks like to free a person's mind, because they know it's a ripple effect and the rest will follow. So they want to make some type of monument out of you. They're like, and at the end of your life, we'll give you a statue. What? They'll give you a statue. So you got a lot to consider. And that's what Spirit wants you to know. You're about to be offered, you know, you're about to be offered something in exchange for your silence, in exchange for your, like, your willingness to fold on your soul mission. This is about your soul mission out here. Closing messages. See? You saw that same element, right? Just turn it down a notch. Desire. Just turn it down a notch. We know what it is that you want. We know what doors you're opening. Look at that. But we just need for you to slow it down just a little bit. You expanding things too fast, because you're educating the minds and the senses of humanity, and it's scary. Whatever y'all are doing, whatever y'all are crafting, creating, and doing, like, it's stretching humanity. And that cord don't want to snap. But y'all are in the middle. You see all this fire here. You are cracking codes. I'm telling you. Let's get the closing message, because I got to go. You hungry? You want a snack? I'm hungry. I don't know why I'm getting hungry. Me want to eat right now. Look at that. Illusion. Embrace the truth. Let's see, Spirit, what message you got for my people here? Animal bond. Stand up for all animals. Archangel Raphael, provider of healing of mind, body, and spirit. And then we have the power of your prayer. Some of y'all, all y'all doing is just y'all at home, multitasking, cleaning up the house, washing dishes, running errands, and in between that, y'all are praying for the world to change. And they want y'all prayers to stop. They're like, please stop praying so loud. Give this situation to God for uplifting and healing, and be open to miracles. Heaven's unlimited resources, love, and answers are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon divine guidance God gives to you in response to your prayer. Taurus, I love you guys, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.